probably be easier if you sent a private message in the, what's it? Oh, through Puyo Versus. Oh, you're online already. Is my fan loud? Let's see if it gets quieter if I turn it on. Well, that's probably just the sound of my laptop then, I guess. Not much I can do about that. You can hear my family, huh? Well, unfortunately, I don't really have a better setup, so... Hopefully this door will block them. Well, just waiting for it to start, I suppose. Oh, you've got someone missing. Doesn't look like he's online. First to 5, huh? That's fair. It's a beginner's tournament, so we want rounds to be short. You want sets to be short because rounds will be long. Beginners tend to be good at not killing the opponent. I was a little bit too slow to join the first match, so I can't really tell what's going on. We'll just watch the stream. Whoa, that's loud.
I love you. I love you.
Let's see.
사랑해요.
They both got pretty good change going. Oh, never mind. MQ's cut short. Now he's dead. Alright, second match. Here we go. Ephraim is way faster, and MQ just got played himself. She did bad GTR, coined by Shu-sama. What's he gonna do about it now? He'll set off a Hellfire, that's what he'll do. Ephraim is just going to eat it. He's like, wow, that Hellfire was delicious. And I think he's going to die now, but he still has a shot at this. See if he can dig himself out before Mimikyu can set off a killing chain. Yeah, Mimikyu is not doing very well at finishing him off, so Ephraim is going to take it with this next 4 chain. I think I know how this match is going to end already. Mimikyu is just a little bit too slow to finish off Ephraim, so... Let's see. Mimikyu has a decent chain going this time. We got it out pretty fast too. Might be a good idea to set it off before you destroy it, which Mimikyu just did, so I don't know what Mimikyu intends to do now. Ephraim is just building his chain at whatever pace, and oh, while I was looking away, Mimikyu killed himself. Or herself. I don't know. Let's see. It's time for match 3. Mimikyu going considerably faster than the last 3 rounds. And GTR cuts. So I don't know what she's going to do about that. I don't think she even knows it cuts. And come on, set it off. So she sets it off, most likely knowing that it cuts already. And well, Ephraim's also cuts. However, Ephraim's was much bigger. So now Mimikyu is covered in garbage. And in general, in a pretty bad position. All Ephraim has to do is set off anything, and that's gonna be it. Bye-bye, Mimikyu. And match point for Ephraim. Probably going to take it the way things have been going, but never give up. Dreams might come true. Ephraim has pretty bulky transition already thrown out, and Mimikyu's barely trying to work out some kind of tail. Our first floor here. And Ephraim's just going really fast. Slamming down links left and right, and he's just going to throw it at Mimikyu. And Mimikyu's just not ready. That one chain's not going to save you. And that's it. Ephraim takes the first match. Well, Ephraim's pretty good so far. Well, we'll see if anybody else is as good as that. So is this double elimination? Yeah, this is double elimination. So Mimikyu's not quite out yet. Still has to go through losers. So they technically still have a shot at this. Well, guess I have to wait for the next match and let's go on stream. Just watch somebody else play until then. Alright, we've got Crashdown versus Zectronic on stream. And Crashdown just filled Zectronic's. Oh. He just filled his screen with garbage, so looks like Crashdown's going to be the favorite to win this one. Well, wouldn't count him out just yet. Crashdown going for GTR, the ultimate transition, made by God himself. And Crashdown using stairs. Simple, basic strategy. That, oh! Crashdown's GTR just got covered by the Puyo versus RNG, or lack thereof. And he's going to try to dig it out while Zectronic tries to figure out his stairs. I think it'd probably be best if Zectronic just throws what he has. Yeah, just like that. That's gonna hit crash down pretty hard, but Zectronic doesn't really have a follow-up, and he's building kind of slow. I wonder if he'll be able to take it. Crashdown already has like 4 chain built up, and Zectronic doesn't have anything. Oh, never mind. That cuts. Well, here's 2 consecutive 2 chains. That's not quite as strong as a 4 chain, but still gonna hit Zectronic pretty hard. And now he's just struggling to get something going. And Crashdown's just keeping the pressure going, not letting Zectronic build anything. At this rate, Crashdown's gonna take this match too. There's another 2 chain. Zectronic misplaces his red. Would have given him like a 3 chain or so. And loses the match. Poor Zectronic. Kind of had something going there. Let's see. Crashdown going for GTR long, maybe. Zectronic sticking to his trusty stairs. See if it works out for him this time. Oh, Zectronic does a 1 chain, breaking off a possible link in this chain for no reason, and wasting a lot of time. And here comes Crashdown's like 7 or so chain, which Zectronic is not ready at all for. And he just gets buried. This is looking to be the same as the last match with Ephraim. But don't give up, Zectronic. You still have a chance. If nothing else, you can at least take 1 round, right? Follow your dreams. Crashdown's doing another GTR long. It's coming along really nicely. And Zectronic does the 1 chain, probably because he doesn't know what the hell he's doing. And Crashdown's just going to keep extending, going for the style. He doesn't really have to extend that much. All he has to do is set off the chain and he'll win. It cuts with the blues, but that's fine, because he'll still win. Oh, his yellow's cut too. He forgot to put a yellow on top, but it doesn't matter because Zectronic doesn't have anything. And that's going to be that match. Oh, thank you, Shizu. I tried my best. Alright. So that's 2 matches so far. I don't think any other matches have started yet, so just gotta wait. I believe the Sukitadara person was a no-show. I'm not sure though. I didn't see their match come up, so I think they're no-show. We have another no-show? A lot of people no-showed, huh? I wonder if they didn't get the memo that the tournament's happening now. Or if they just forgot. Mm. Looks like the next match is about to start. Fake Life versus Green. Green 1045. A username that's probably already taken on Gmail or something. There we go. Round 1. Let's see what they've got. Green's already starting off with a very quick GTR. And Fake Life is also doing GTR, as they both know what's good for them. And that one chain is going to really put a damper in Fake Life's chain. Now he has to do something about all these dumb Puyos. He's just going to throw it at Green, but Green's got not much. Just a 2-chain. But it will weaken Fake Life's Hellfire so that it doesn't really do any significant damage. And he's going to reverse this chain and send another 2-chain. And Fake Life, not having an answer for it, just eats it. Here comes another 2-chain. Fake Life retaliates with his own 2-chain, sending garbage back at Green, but that didn't send much. They're both having a bit of a struggle here, trying to do some significant damage to their opponent. And here comes Fake Life's 3-chain. That's going to do some real damage. Well, that sent 3 lines. I don't think Green was ready for that. Looks like he's about to get taken out. And Green just gives up, probably because he didn't have enough room to get out of that situation. And let's see what we've got here. Looks like Fake Life's going for stairs. Not the wisest decision, but I think he has confidence in the stairs. Let's see if he can make it work. Here comes Green's own messy stairs. Just really big 3-chain. Sends 4 lines. Fake Life's going to try to mitigate some of this damage. And here you go. That did a pretty good job of lessening the damage. Now he can counter with a 3-chain. And Green's going to set off his... He's not going to set off his own 3-chain. He's going to eat it and presumably try to extend some. And looks like he's a bit lost in his extension here. Not sure if he'll be able to get it going properly. Angry flurry of 1-chains as he tries to dig out his 3-chain that was a 3-chain. Now it's nothing. He just killed it. That's going to put him really far behind. He was at a huge disadvantage, but all those 1-chains really took it away. margin time is going to start soon, but hasn't started yet. This is Puyo versus, so margin time will start a little bit later than in the official games. And, oh. Green's in a tight spot now, and that 2 chain's going to take him out. Alright, here we go. Round 2 starting. Green starting off kind of fast. He's got a solid chain set up already. Fake Life's trying to get a very clean GTR going, which he does have for the most part. He doesn't have a transition though, so he better hurry, or this 3 chain's gonna bury him, which it did. But that's alright. It's only 2 lines, you could dig it out. Just put those reds there, and he's got it. Not sure what he's doing with those yellows. So he intends to have them connect with the yellows or the yellow in column 4, but he wasn't ready for that follow-up, and now he's dead. Kind of even match here. Fake Life is in the lead, but Green could very easily take it back. They're both doing 2-2 stairs. Kind of interesting how they both seem to go for the same stuff. Fake Life seems to have changed his mind and is now going for sandwich. Actually, I think he just doesn't know what he's doing anymore. Green also seems to have changed his mind and is now going for sandwich, except he actually does know what he's doing. Green is going to take him out with this 5 chain. 5 chain being death, of course. If you've played Puyo for more than 5 minutes, you would know that. And it is even again. Very even match. It's like they're both going for the stairs. Fake Life struggling to get something out. Doesn't really have much of anything right now, honestly. Green's got a decent, 3 chain going. Would have more, but his tail does not exist, at all. And he just fixed it. He's got a power... Oh. Here comes this Hellfire. It's gonna send, 2 lines. Fake Life not being ready for it at all. Having a hard time struggling, kind of choking a little bit. Another 3 chain from Green, just a 2 chain from Fake Life. Getting buried here in Nuisance. If Green keeps up this pressure, he could very well take it. Fake Life just trying to get him out of the situation. Nice same color garbage chain from Fake Life. No longer in a fatal position. Green has not much to work with, although you can fix that easily. And Fake Life is it's got a nice 2 chain. But Green's got 4 chain, so he's dead now. Come on, Fake Life. Show us that your life isn't fake. Show us that it's very real. And you have the skills. It's 2-3. You know you've got it. Just do your best. Ooh, quick Hellfire from Green. Fake Life not ready for it, not expecting it at all. And once again, he's forced to do some garbage chaining. Tell Sigma that he can still run from losers. It's not over yet. Where's Sigma? Sigma, can you hear me? If you can hear me, hear my call. and do the losers run. Because we believe in you. Alright, back to the match. Fake Life's dead. Valiant effort. You're on your last legs. You didn't hear that. Oh! This time Fake Life's starting off quickly. And now he's got green on the ropes instead of like last match. This could be very different. This could be the comeback I've been thinking of. 3 lines, ooh. Green can definitely dig this one. But if Fake Life is fast enough, he can stop it. Oh, Green misdrops and just dies. Yes. And here we are, 3-4. Fake Life on his last legs, but full of determination. Here's a quick 3-chain. Gonna try to bury Green before he gets anything going. And he's going to succeed. But he's going to need to keep up that pressure if he wants to take it. Come on. You can do it. Green doing some 1-chains, trying to clean up his board. Fake Life just trying to get something going so he can finish off Green. And here comes a 2-chain that should have been a 3-chain, which would have done more damage. Green retaliates with his own 2-chain and perfectly cancels it. Huh. But is he ready for this 3-chain? Not really, as he eats 3 lines or so. And he just gives up. Come on, you can't do that. Never give up. You can't give up. You always gotta do your best. Looks like Green's the one choking now, as he has basically nothing built. And Fake Life honestly doesn't have much either. But here comes the 2-chain. Oh! Here comes Green's 4-chain. I don't think Fake Life was ready for that. Now he's on the ropes again. Are we gonna have a repeat of the earlier matches? Or, that's gonna take it. Fake Life could have done something about that situation. Could have popped those greens instead of just eating it, and then tried to dig from there, but he just gave up. Come on, you can't give up. You always gotta try your best. Well, that match will go to Green. And good games, everyone. Don't give up, Fake Life. You're in losers now, so that means you're not out yet. You still have a chance. Okay, I won't tell you who I'm soon to in the chat. Baka. Oh, sorry. A bunch of grapes here. I was getting kind of hungry. Next time I'll mute my mic when I do that. Don't you want to hear me chewing my grapes? Oh, whatever. I can wait. Breakfast is for the weak. You want me to eat louder? Well, I'd love to, but I think some people would object to that. Alright. Ephraim and Crashdown. Let's see. Two very strong players from the earlier matches, if I recall correctly. Sorry, I have short-term memory loss. So this should be a little bit exciting. Crashdown going for GTR long again, looks like. And Ephraim's standard GTR. Okay, good stuff. Crashdown doing a kind of weird transition for his GTR long, but it'll work. Not sure why he put those yellows there. And oh, if I'm gonna come at him with a quick 2-chain harass. Diggable, but ooh, what is he doing? Crashdown, no! Well, that's gonna be first point to Ephraim. Let's see. I'm feeling another GTR long here from Crashdown. Yep. And Ephraim sticking with his trusty GTR, knowing what's good for him. Looks like Ephraim's got a longer chain build so far, but he doesn't quite have a transition. Would be a shame if somebody were to, harass it. But instead, Ephraim's going to be the one harassing, sending 2 lines to Crashdown, which he is ready for. And he's just going to throw what he has at Ephraim, but Ephraim is ready too. So the successful bait is going to end Crashdown's life in this match. Oh, nice 8-chain from Ephraim. Making Crashdown crash down. And Zan sticking to his GTR, and Crashdown being rather fond of GTR long. The match is going to continue like this. Crashdown should have been focusing more on his transition than his tail with those greens and yellows. He's gonna do a funny transition here. Crashdown not being ready for it in the slightest, and he's just going to pass out. Let's see. GTR long versus GTR. Battle of the century. But Ephraim's extra aggressiveness really putting in some work for him. Well, Crashdown's got this dug. So I think Ephraim just outchained him. Or Crashdown just outchained him. He's got it dug. I hope I didn't say the wrong person like 2 times in a row. And he just outchained Ephraim. Ephraim was likely thinking that he had his opponent buried. got outchained by the dig. A very even match here. Kind of exciting, seeing two players that actually know how to play. I mean, two players who are more skilled than the others. Nice transition. He's gonna harass Ephraim with it, knowing that it actually doesn't work, which is what makes it so great. And here comes his entire chain, but Ephraim's got it dug. Oh no, it cuts. Looks like Crashdown's gonna take it. Yep. Harassment game strong from both players, showing the aggressiveness that's to be expected of a strong Puyo player. Speed could use some work, but one step at a time, right? Let's see what they're gonna go for. Crashdown's gonna rush Ephraim. I think Ephraim's ready for it. Well, he's not ready for it. Crashdown's tail not working at all. And Ephraim not being quite ready. He just dies. Oh, Crashdown doing a regular GTR this time. Okay, good stuff. What's he gonna do now? He's in a weird position. They're both. Ephraim's gonna rush him, and he's just gonna set off his chain in retaliation. His was bigger, so it's like Ephraim made a big mistake there, huh? Oh, he's not out yet. Oh, he's done for. He didn't quite place his Puyos properly to try to get out of that situation. Oh well. Crashdown takes it in a kind of surprising 5-2. It was looking like it was in Ephraim's favor at first, but Crashdown just gave him a quick taste of his medicine and swept the rug from under him. Alright. So what's next? Alright, next is going to be Shizu and this weird person name. I'll call her Rat. That's a good name. They said they wanted to do a test match, but I think they're doing the real battle. Rat hurts, but there's no U in there. Oh, whatever. Is Rat hurt? Frog stacking. Is she frog stacking? Oh, good lord. Can we ban her? Well, I'm not the TO, so TO doesn't care. And, well, this is happening. If I was TOing this tournament, you would be banned. Just so you know. So here we go. Frog stacking, the strategy of the century, versus a very stable and solid looking GTR. And oh boy. Come on, Shizu. Don't let her do this to you. Don't let her do this to you. Come on. Also, I might want to point out that Ratpert is going to not frog stack this round and instead go for a very angry Hellfire. Oh, never mind. She is going to frog stack. She's just going to start it off with a very angry Hellfire. Come on, Shizu. You gotta get something going and fast. I don't want to be taken out by this Hellfire stack. And here comes a Power 3 that you simply cannot read because nobody has any idea what's going on there. Ratpert doesn't even know what she's putting down. She just knows that this works. And Shizu's struggling not to be taken out by the frog stack and is going to be garbage RNG to death, except there's no actual garbage RNG. This is Puyo versus. Strategy of the Century has taken 3 rounds off of Shizu, who's doing their best to not die. Quick 2-chain from Frog Stacker San, and well, Shizu doesn't really have anything going, so I don't see this ending very well for her. She's got a 2-chain, which she does throw at Ratpert, but this is frog stacking. Nothing works unless, you just outchain them with sheer skill, which is what I would do. 3-chain. Normal 3-chain, not a power. Ratpert is going to continue to slam Puyos down randomly and hope they work, which it has been so far. And Shizu is going to retaliate with this 4-chain, which may end Ratpert as she knows it. Oh, yep. Shizu is showing that she is good enough to beat the strategy of the century. Shizu a bit confused. Wanted to go for GTR, but got good pieces for not L-shape. What's it called? Flat stacking. But not wanting to go for flat stacking. Instead, dies to this, was that 4-chain? And, I'm not sure, was Ratpert frog stacking that one? I wasn't looking at her side. I'm looking now, and she's frog stacking the hell out of her board now. Shizu's got a decent 3-chain, which will probably, well, no. Ratpert's just gonna throw this at. Oh, that's a big chain. Shizu is now dead, losing to strategy of the century. And, well, I really should have banned frog stacking. It looks like Ratpert is going to continue to frog stack, and Shizu is going to continue to go for DTR and chain like real man or woman. I don't really care. Shizu is going to throw her 4-chain at Ratpert, who is not ready. Frog has not stacked high enough to defeat it. And she's looking pretty hot. Looks like she got this. 3-chain. That is going to end Ratpert. Yep. Ratpert could have tried to ghost to survive that, but instead gave up the thing that you're not supposed to do, the number 1 thing. And here comes more frog stacking. More happy frog stacking. And Shizu's going to throw another 4-chain. in the hopes that this will end Ratpert's reign of terror. And Ratpert is just going to retaliate with a Power 3, which will cancel out most, but not all, of the incoming garbage. And Shizu, not doing GTR anymore, is struggling to get something out. Wasting quite a lot of very usable pairs, not knowing what to do. Yeah, you should have put a bunch of reds in column 1 instead of those trying to fish for those yellows, because the game gave you like a bajillion reds. Just some advice for you, Shizu. You hadn't yet covered your transition, forcing you to use the yellows, so there was really no reason for that, and you are now dead because you didn't use your reds. Oh well. Strategy of the Century takes it over Shizu. Tried her best to beat Strategy of the Century, but unfortunately, you just can't beat the frog unless you actually know how to play the game. In which case, the frog never wins. Yes, valiant effort from Shizu. Unfortunately unable to beat Strategy of the Century, but still put up quite a good fight and showed that beating frog stacking is really not that hard. All you need to do is get a half-decent chain going, and you're good to go. Alright. Oh. Looks like, wait, where's the next match? No potion, stairs would not have solved the problem. In fact, it probably would have just made things worse. Okay, Crashdown versus Green on stream, I suppose. And, who are they again? Right, Crashdown is the person in the lead so far, doing the best, and showing the most skill. Well, Green's got a Hellfire build. I don't know if, oh, okay, instead of setting off the Hellfire, like any normal person who built a Hellfire would do, Green's just going to break off little bitty pieces and throw it at Crashdown and hope it somehow kills. It probably won't. And here comes a rather big 5-chain from Green. Crashdown, not having anything in response, is now dead. Oh, don't worry about it, Shizu. You're fighting strategy of the century. There's nothing you can do. But yeah, honestly, frog stacking should have been banned. Well, first of all, nobody wants to see frog stacking. And most certainly nobody wants to see frog stacking win. And last of all, well, it takes out the whole point of having like a tournament like this to see how far people have gone. The only thing you know how to do is frog stacking. Well, sure, you'll win, I suppose, if other players are weak enough. But in the end, have you really shown anybody that you learned anything? Really, you haven't. The only thing you showed is that, hey, I can slam down Puyos really fast. It works, right? Oh, well, Stream Chat is now telling me that people do want to see frog stacking. Well, let me just tell you that you people are weirdos. And Green is now dead. Sarcasm, what's that? That word doesn't exist in my definition or dictionary. Yeah, see, we have one weirdo here. And Green is not doing a very good job of doing GTR. And Crashdown is doing a very good job of GTR and is now going to kill Green, who is going to die because they couldn't do GTR. Frog stacking is funny, but in a situation like this, it really just shouldn't be allowed. I remember when I fought somebody in tournament who was frog stacking. That was exciting. I believe I 10-0'd them, for starters, and then after I 10-0'd them for frog stacking, I then had them, I reported them to the TO, and the TO said, look, you can't do this. And he was then later removed for the tournament for a different reason, not because he was frog stacking. And that was quite something that happened. See, caused quite a bit of fuss in the Discord channel after that. Ooh. Crashdown taking care to not accidentally cut this chain, and he is now going to eviscerate Green with this 7-chain, I think that is. Yeah, and Green is just going to be like, well, GG's, and that's it. Crashdown, quick 5-1. Crashing down Puyo's very fast on Green's side, not ready for it, just a little bit too slow. Oh boy, who's ready for Strategy of the Century Round 2? Not me. Well, I guess I am ready, but I'm definitely not excited. So here we have that at Puyo versus Strategy of the Century. And wait, I believe their name on challenge is Killer Awesome. So I'm hoping that they're going to show us that they are Killer Awesome and not bad at Puyo. They also did happen to miss a all clear opportunity. They also can very well reverse this stairs into a sandwich. Here's to hoping that he figures out how to do that, which it doesn't look like he's going to. It's alright, it's alright. Still got this. Oh, maybe he doesn't got this. Okay. Well, he just died. So, we could at least try to live through that, but he died. Sorry, I'm trying my best here. Remember, the one thing you have to keep in mind as a newcomer, if you want to get better, you're a newcomer, right? The main thing you want to keep in mind is just do your best. Never give up. Oh, what happened there? Well, Rapper just kind of died. But yes, remember, just do your best and never give up. Even if you don't win the match, maybe you'll learn something new or something, you know? And maybe you will win the match from your sheer determination. Nobody likes frog stacking, well, except for frog stackers, I guess. Kind of awesome. I'm going to call him that instead of bad at Puyo, because I want him to try his best. Is actually dead now. Sorry. But that's alright. There's always next match, right? Never give up. Yes, we could very well be seeing frog stacking in Grand Finals, which I'm not excited for. So Killer Awesome, be Killer Awesome, and Ratpert is not frog stacking for once. I am proud. Killer Awesome trying to go for the all clear, does not get it. He's going to throw a power 3, which is going to lose to a 4. And it's going to bury Killer Awesome a little bit, but he's got that dug, so no problem there. And he's going to keep going. Come on, put some yellows in column 5 for the tail. Oh, alright. I guess you could just do a 4 chain. And that's going to take out Raptor. Dead. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. You're showing how killer and awesome you are. Raptor going for stairs. Strategy I genuinely always recommend for newcomers. That helps you get 4 chain from both players. It's going to mostly cancel each other out. Ooh, Killer Awesome's was more killer and more awesomer than Ratpert's, sending 2 lines back, or 1 line and like a half back. And Killer Awesome trying to squeeze out another chain. And stairs hype. Wiz Kid was teaching you that? I'd like to note that Killer Awesome's chain did not work at all. The follow-up chain. Ratpert, being a little bit more respectful, is going for, I guess, just random stacking. I guess that's not really more respectful, huh? Killer Awesome trying to, you know, be good, is going to throw a 4 chain, which Red Hurt doesn't appear to for. Oh, never mind. They also have a 4 chain. But Killer Awesome's is bigger. And Red Hurt is kind of badly buried. But here comes the 2 chain. Killer Awesome not quite being ready for it, but vertical stacking that comes with stairs means he basically dug it with extreme ease. And he's going to retaliate with his own 2 chain, which is going to do basically nothing. That didn't really do anything. And here comes another 2 chain, this time from Rat Hurt. And ooh, Rat Hurt keeping the pressure on without frog stacking, which is beautiful. But Killer Awesome could have taken that round if he was just a little bit faster. Put that down and then slam some reds into column 5 or 6 or whatever, and that would have been a devastating chain, most likely. I wasn't sure if it really worked. If it didn't, it would have at least countered most, if not all, of the garbage that was incoming. But it's okay, it may be match point for strategy of the century, but bad at Puyo, or not bad at Puyo, Killer Awesome. That's what I want to hear. Killer Awesome showing that he is indeed Killer Awesome with this nice little, what you gonna do? Good. Ooh! Oh! Killer Awesome just missed an all clear, going for a longer chain. But it doesn't matter because that took out Rapper anyways. Oh! A disconnect. Oh dear. What happened? Killer Awesome, what happened? Did you give up? Did your internet die? Come on. We need to see how killer and awesome you are. You can't do that if you disconnect, right? Has the internet died? Well, sometimes on Puyo Versus, if your internet dies, then you don't disconnect from right away. Now, so far the score is 3-4, meaning Killer Awesome was very close to Killer Awesome was very close to taking it over strategy of the century. But what happened? I guess he's going to I guess he gave up. Maybe something came up and he couldn't finish the set and he has to leave. That's my guess. Could be anything. But fortunately, Killer Awesome won't be able to show us just exactly how awesome he is. But oh wait, are they going to resume it? I'd be down for that. I want to see strategy of the century taking down a peg or 3. Killer Awesome not really saying much, so we just don't know. Yes. Come on, Killer. Show us you've got the eyes of a killer and the awesomeness of one too. Ratchet is hungry for more. Killer Awesome is ghosting us, however. He's getting pizza? He's getting pizza and he's not going to say, hi, I'm getting RB? Come on. Well, I'd say give him about 3 more minutes, and if he doesn't show up, then we're going to have to loot him. But I'm not a TO, I'm just the commentator. So, like, whatever TO decides, that's what's going to happen. Pizza ruins the tournament. This gosh darn pizza is always ruining tournaments. Gosh, I can't speak. So we're going to do a match in between. Hope he comes back by the time it finishes. Is that what's going to happen? That's a weird thing to do. Sigma. Who's Sigma? Did Sigma even show up to begin with? I don't think Sigma was here. Intermission. You could get Sigma. I thought Sigma didn't even show up. Is he actually somewhere? Good pizza. Ham and chicken. What kind of pizza is that? Ham and chicken? Personally, I prefer pineapple pizza. Pineapple and ham. That's pretty good. Honestly. Oh. Sure, Potion, of course you can join the tournament. Just, you need Puyo versus first. Well, don't you have Puyo versus Potion? Yeah, that's what I thought. Well, if you can go get Sigma, then go do it. Oh. I guess Sigma's just interested. Or something. Or busy. Or AFK. Or whatever. Come on. Gotta keep things going. Alright, Zectronic versus Shizu. Don't believe I've seen Zectronic play before, and I did see Shizu lose to strategy of centering, which was unfortunate, honestly. But we'll see who can take it out or the other. Let's go. Oh, yes, I didn't see Zectronic fight before. I just forgot. Sorry, I have short-term memory loss. Not really, but I might as well. And Zectronic is starting off with a "Oh God, what am I doing?" And Shizu's got a I can't call it a solid GTR. Shizu's definitely got the base GTR down, but the tail is kind of suffering. Well, that's alright, because Zectronic doesn't seem to quite know what he's doing, so Shizu is going to take it with his 4-chain, looks like. 4-chain not quite being death, but I don't really see Zectronic being able to take it after eating so much garbage. Shizu's going to keep the pressure on and just end it as fast as she can. Alright, nasal difficulties, I'm back. Shizu dig the garbage that Zectronic sent and is going to end his life. I'd like to take the opportunity to now point out that Shizu dug her chain improperly. She placed the yellow Puyo, the yellow-red pair, upside down to the way which she should have placed it. She should have placed the red on the bottom instead of the yellow, so that it would be easier to dig. It doesn't matter because Zectronic was unable to keep the pressure going and stop Shizu from extending or digging, able to spam enough 1-chains to get that dig going. But when you dig, you want to always put something in between the link you're trying to dig and the anything that's on top. So that's why she should have placed it upside down, which would have made digging that chain much quicker. And Zectronic is also dead. Did you know that? Looks like Zectronic's going to be taken out of the tournament at this rate. Shizu going pretty strong with some 4 and 5 chains. Very deadly to deal with if you don't have your own to counter with. And, well, let's just see how this goes, right? Oh, why would Shizu put that green there on top of the blues? That's going to make extending GTR a nightmare. Right? What's the point of using GTR if you don't really have a tail going, right? Oh, don't worry about it. Shizu isn't even the best person in this tournament, I think. I don't know if they started in this game, or not this game, in Puyo Tetris, or not, which is the actual one of the requirements for being in the tournament, which is why I am back here and not up there. Because, there would be a lot of death going around if I was here. But, she's clearly been working hard, trying to learn how to play. And I'd say it's been paying off. And build a decent front forward extension on GTR. Just needs to work on her tail. It's the main thing that she needs. And Shizu is determined to go for GTR. And this time, she's got a proper tail going. Well, not a very good tail, but a tail that definitely works. It's a tournament for players who've gone with PPT. I think that technically counts as a beginner's tournament, huh? I think you had to have started in, like... Oh, goodness. Where did that 7 chain come from? I just looked away. I didn't see that. Oh. It was those blues. That was probably an accident. I don't think Shizu knows how to build tails like that. But, accident or no accident, it was still impressive. And looks like this is going to be a, not quick, but definitely fierce 5-0. Shizu taking her time, thinking about the best way to extend. And honestly, Shizu should just put those greens in column 4. There you go. And Shizu is going to obliterate Zectronic as soon as she digs out her transition. Oh, it looks like she's just gonna die. No, don't give up. Come on! What did I tell you people about giving up? You can't do that. You had a lot of yellows you could have worked with. You had a really nice chain underneath. You can't give up. Can't give up. You really had it. Ooh, not smart placement of that yellow there. Shizu's greens don't work. What does Shizu intend to do about this? Set off a Hellfire, of course. The #1 solution to any chaining problem. Just set off a Hellfire. Why not? It's quick, it's strong, and most importantly, it obliterates. Zectronic getting buried here. Trying to figure out what to do to get out of this situation. Don't worry, Zectronic, I believe in you. I hope that doesn't kill you. Well, it didn't kill you yet. Come on, you can ghost. Oh well. Valiant effort, but Shizu has clearly put in the more work, so she's gonna take it. Oh, and Killer Awesome is now gone. Just gone. Absolutely gone. Not here at all. Oh boy. It's gonna be Crashdown versus Redford, I guess. That's exciting. It's gonna be strategy of the century versus very good chaining. And well, Green, think you have bigger worries than just frog stacking if Rat doesn't lose. Somebody almost tried to end their life there. Not a good thing to do. You know who you are. You know what I'm talking about. Let's get into the next match and see what happens. Yeah, that was still a very nice tale. Look at the replay. You should watch the replay and see what happened there. See if you can recreate it. You might learn something interesting. Crash down, going for a very clean GTR from the bat. Crash down. Wait. I was talking about Crash down, right? Crash down and this clean GTR, right? Oh, very nice tail. Rat Pert signature slamming down Puyo's. Not quite frog stacking this time, and here comes a health fire. Crash down is not ready for. Crash down should have been focusing more on his transition. Oh, 3-chain. No Crash down. Should have done a 2-chain with your reds and yellows. Wouldn't have quite got you out of that situation. You probably still would have lost, but you gotta keep up. You gotta keep it up. Don't worry, I still have faith in you all. I have the most faith in Crash down. He's had the most impressive showing so far. But, well, don't prove me wrong. Or do prove me wrong. I just don't want to see frog stacking take this, that's all. Here comes a 4-chain, I think, from Crash down. Here comes the frog stacking offensive, which neutralized most of it. Here comes another 3-chain. Oh, 3-chain from both players. Perfect cancel. Perfect cancel, of course, being a fancy word for, oops, my attack wasn't strong enough, I guess I'm dead now. Bit of a waste of a pair there. Could have used that yellow-blue pair to extend his chain by 1, and most certainly end Rat Pert's life, but it doesn't matter because, well, or does it matter? Rat Pert's struggling there. She's doing that thing that I told you must do, which is never give up. Rat Pert's trying to, oh, it looks like she's just going for normal frog stacking this time. Never mind. Never mind. Throw it all out. She's just, let's go. Come on, Crash down. Crash her down. Oh no, what is that? I think that is the sound of death, actually. I don't think Rat Pert is ready for this Power 5. Rat Pert has her own 5, but Crash Down's 5 was too powerful to lose. Rat Pert frog stacking on the right side. Crashing down Puyo's. Trying to end Rat Pert's life or something. Looks like he's just kind of random stacking in the last. Should have a couple links there. Just one, actually. Oh, never mind, his yellows don't even work. But it doesn't matter, because Rat Pert doesn't have an answer for this. Crashdown's tail was not very good. Oh, this is Yellowstone Link. Oh, he's dead. What was that? Power 3? He's dead. Ratpert bringing it pretty close to Crashdown with, strategy of the century, but Crashdown being rather good at this game, not letting Ratpert take the lead. There's a reason why he's in first place so far and hasn't lost a match. And here comes the offensive. Ratpert has basically nothing, as Frog Stacking has zero consistency, and Crashdown just unleashes a furious 6-chain, which just destroys Ratpert's. What we got? Oh, it's that GTR Long again. GTR Long is very interesting, as it was very versatile, since it was very flat and leaves your chain very open. Oh, thank you, Shizu. I try my best, but I'm not sure I'm really doing a good job. But you know who is doing a good job? Crashdown is, as he just ended Ratpert's life, and now that Ratpert has been assassinated, Crashdown is going to advance to winter finals. Ratpert has definitely toned down the frog stacking a bit, which is nice. Top 4. Does that count as top 4? I have no idea. Oh, looks like we were forgetting some 5 matches. I'll get stream back, because Ratpert's dead, but not out for the count yet. We are counting to 10, not 3. If anyone knows what that means, because I don't. Reno, don't give Ratpert any ideas. Oh, stream is back, and here we are. And GTR Long is back, but with a vengeance. Yes, soup. Ratpert does not appear to be knowing what she is doing. And Crashdown is very angry. So angry that he just murdered Ratpert again. And this is first to 5, but this is not first to 5. The tournaments, most matches are first to 5, but this is top 4. Top 4 is first to 10. Oh, Crashdown died. But was that a disconnect? Yeah, Crashdown's back. That was 6-2, I believe. So 6-2. Somebody keep the score updated in chat, please. Well, you should just make a new room, huh? 6-2, 6-2. Fresh down versus Rat Hurt. Let's keep it going. Oh, the stream's dead. What happened? Should I commentate anyways? I'm gonna do that. Rat Hurt is random stacking. Crashdown is not ready, but he has a dig set. But not really sure what he's doing. Well, I know what he's doing. He's going for a dig extension, a very dangerous one at that. But he's alright. He's alright. He got this. And here comes a 4-chain, I believe. Oh, never mind. That wasn't a 4-chain. That was a power 3, but that still hits quite hard. And Rat Hurt is going to try to struggle out of this with his with her intense ghosting skills, but is not going to do it and just dies. And it is now 7-2. And stream is back. Here we are. Crashdown doing GTR. Stream is having technical difficulties, which is nice. Well, not really. Oh, the stream is back finally. Crashdown's got a tail. Rat Hurt's got like a 3-chain or so. And very powerful 5-chain. Oh goodness. It's so powerful that even Crashdown wasn't ready for it. And it's going to be now 7-3. The reason why Crashdown has an underscore is because of that's just how Puyo versus likes to deal with disconnects. It will reconnect you with the same username, but then add an underscore. And that has been toned down a bit now that you actually have counts. But that is what it will do. Crashdown. Doing something. Rat Hurt doing nothing. And we'll see how this turns out. I'll let you know. Crashdown unfortunately did not finish his tail, which would have been considerably more devastating if he'd done so. Maybe he didn't see it. But that's alright. Because he can just follow up with it. Right? That's gonna end Rat Hurt, who has nothing to beat that with, and not enough room to make a counter-attack. Crashdown looking strong, looking to take winners finals. I believe this should be winners finals. And Rat Hurt struggling to random stack her way out of this, as she is known to do. Oh, don't put that there. Alrighty then, and here comes Crashdown's relentless assault. Here comes like 7-chain, no more than. This is a 8-chain. And Rat Hurt, unable to beat such a good chain with mere frog stacking. Oh, what's the score now? It's 9-3. Oh dear. All clear start, but they both get rid of that pretty quick. gotta be I3. Set point for a crash. Crash down. Struggling to get something going here. He's not chaining as strong as he normally does. I have no idea what the heck Ratpert's got up her sleeve. She is frog stacking as usual. So here comes like a 3-chain, which is not as strong as Crash Down's whatever chain. It's probably just longer. Probably like a 5-chain or something. I wasn't counting. Oh, that's a very big chain. Crash Down, not ready. Not ready at all. And the relentless assault from Ratpert keeps her in the game, but can she really take 6 more, and she really takes 6 more points off of Crashdown before he takes just 1? And with frog stacking to boot. Well, stay tuned and find out. And, I'm going to do my best to, guide and go with the ride. Ratpert's got a weird slam chain that looks like something, and actually it's just a power 2. And that helps Crashdown reach his trigger, and then he's going to destroy his own chain, which doesn't really matter because it was strong enough anyways. And that is it. Crashdown. This is just a Crashdown strategy of the century. Sorry, I'm going to keep using that as long as his name is Crashdown. For his fake life, I believe. First to 5. Loser's got quite a bit to go, huh? Alright. Looks like Crashdown's gonna try to fix his name. From versus Fake Life. Loser's something. Here we go. Kind of refreshing seeing people not frog stacking. Both people not frog stacking, I should say. So, you know. We've got stairs versus no chain. My firm's going to die because he is a little bit tunnel visioned. Was really focused on getting those blues to continue his chain, but the game wasn't giving it to him. It just gave him a bunch of greens. But little did he know he could have used those greens to not only extend his chain by 1, he could have but he got the dig, so looks like he's still gonna take it out on Fake Life anyways. Fake Life, don't give up, please. Well, you did your best, I guess. It was very easy to not see what you can extend with when you're looking for a specific piece to set off your chain. It's a very easy mistake that, basically anyone can make this mistake. Where, you're just looking for that one piece you need to get that extra link that you're working on so hard and whatnot. And, you can get a bit tunnel visioned. And, when you're trying to extend, instead of just being like, oh, I need this piece to set off my chain, you need to always be watching your necks and see what's coming up, because you never know, you might not get the chain that you were looking for. You might not get the piece you were looking for, but there just might have been something else in there that you can use to maybe do a better chain, or just or maybe you could do a better chain, or maybe you could just do a different chain. Change your transition. Maybe cut it a little bit short, but still get it off. Or maybe while you're waiting for that one piece, you could be tailing like mad, just adding link after link on your tail. So you always gotta watch your necks on your, especially when you're trying to get your chain out and you don't quite have your transition or trigger ready. So you always gotta watch your necks. Just whatever. Even if you're not just looking for that one piece, you always gotta watch your necks. It tells you the thing you're supposed to do. It tells you what you can and can't do, basically. It tells you what you should be looking for, what you should be going for. And Ephraim just eviscerated Fake Life. Showing Fake Life what real life looks like. And Fake Life is still living in fantasy. Caught in a landslide. No escape from reality. But maybe he'll open his eyes, look up to the skies, and see exactly what he needs to do. Take it from Ephraim. But Ephraim is way past ready for that. So that is going to be a 4-0. Fake Life not quite out of it yet, but it's gonna have a bit of a trouble getting this last, getting just 1 point off of Ephraim. But remember, even when the going gets rough, it's the one thing you must always do. Hopefully, Fake Life will try to transition this and not just set off his 3 chain, which he just did. It's gonna bury Ephraim decently, but it's not decisive enough. Here comes a 3-chain follow-up. This could be it. Ephraim really feeling it now. About to die. On his last legs, Fake Life following up with a weak 2-chain. Trying to finish off Ephraim, who is trying to not die. And they're really both just struggling here. Fake Life struggling to get this kill off. He's just throwing everything he can at him, but in a situation like this, it's best to, instead of just wail on your opponent with chains, it's better to just build off something more decisive that will for sure end your opponent, and there's nothing they can do about it. And of course, you always got to be watching out for any harassments and counterattacks. Because look, Fake Life's only done some really small 2 chains, and Ephraim's already made it all up. And here comes, and he just did a really nice 3 chain. that was unfortunately weaker than Ephraim's also keychain, I think. Yes, I also hope everyone enjoy the tournament. I also hope they enjoy my commentary, which is... I'm trying my best here, but I'm sure it's not that good. And now Fake Life's on the ropes. And he just fell off that rope, giving up his last chance. He really could have had that match, but a couple bad decisions and you're done for. It's getting kind of hot in here, so I'm going to turn on my fan. I hope the noise isn't too much of a problem. Oh. I almost missed the next match. Wasn't quite paying attention. Here we go. So they're finally here performing. It's Green and Shizu doing their best, as they should be. I thought it was pretty beginner, Fake Life. You may not have won this time, but, well, don't let that get you down. Just keep trying your best. Yes, if you like doing tournaments and you want to play people of your skill level, do the Puyo Nexus Play Puyo tournaments, previously called beginner tournaments. I'm not a fan of the new name, honestly, although the previous name could have used some work, so... Shizu looking to end Green's life here, which she is doing a pretty good job of, so... Here comes another 2-chain. Green not having anything ready for it. Not quite out, but here comes the follow-up. Green's done for. And, okay. Shizu just confirmed that this is indeed a first to 5 tournament. Or not tournament, tournament match. You know what I mean. Ooh, that's how you do it. Shizu got the all clear. It's looking like an all clear start there, but I wasn't sure. But Shizu did get it. And, yeah, not much. Ooh, a very clever garbage shape from Green. Not going to quite cancel out all the garbage, but no! Oh, okay, whew. Thought Green was about to give up. I would have wagged my finger at the donkey little boy had he done that. Green really hanging in there as best he can, but unable to dig himself out of that. Very impressive garbage chain, though, earlier. May not have won the match, but you at least won my heart. Here comes a 3-chain from Green, putting the pressure on early to Shizu. That's going to put a damper in her chain, but if she doesn't quite finish her off, she can dig this easily. Ooh, that napalm was not smart. That really didn't do anything. And now she's just got it dug. Green is dead. Sorry, Green. If you wanna, bury somebody with a harassment, you gotta have something to back it up, first and foremost. And secondly, you gotta make sure it counts. You gotta make sure it hits them hard. 1 or 2 lines. That's not really much. A real hard-hitting harassment. Sorry, a real hard-hitting harassment would be 3 or more lines. You hit somebody with a rock, they're pretty much done. Unless you just do nothing for like the next 30 seconds. She goes for a napalm, which does quite a bit of damage, but Green perfect cancels it with his 2-chain. Green's dead. Oh, never mind, not dead yet. Wouldn't count him out yet, just quite. Still got a chance, of course, but he is going to have quite a bit of trouble squeezing this one out. Oh, here comes 2 quick 3-chains. Going to put quite a damper on Shizu's parade. And now the tables are turned. Like I said, don't quite count Green out yet. Now they both got basically nothing. But, oh, they'll fix that. Green trying to get something going here, I guess. Shizu hitting hard and hitting first. Out for blood. Green trying to just make this work somehow. Not really sure what he intends to do. But if it works, that would be nice. Green doesn't really know anything he can do in this situation. He's just trying to clean up his board mostly. But he is putting the pressure on Shizu, getting buried in those garbage Puyos. So it does seem to be working, at least. But let's see if he can pull out something more decisive to end Shizu. Oh, very nice power chain. Here's another 2-chain to follow it up, but Shizu's got all her garbage clear. The struggle is real here. So it looks like it's going to go to margin time for sure. It's going to be a while for that to kick in, though. Looks like Green finally found his bearings and is going for something. Oh yeah, margin time's definitely gone. It's definitely started. Alright, a very smart placement of Puyos from Green. And he's going to try to margin time Shizu to death. Well, really, he's just trying his best, which is what I want to see. I want to see players trying their best. Yeah, margin time is definitely in effect now. Things are going to be doing heavy damage, even if they're small. And it's really up to you just to get out as much as you can, as fast as you can, and try to end your opponent. Oh, Green's got this. All he needs to do is just set off something. He's got a very nice reversible chain. And he's overextending. Please do not do that. Just throw something. Do it. Oh, whoa. Very strong margin time. Very strong margin time. Margin time is really angry right now. Margin time. Come on, just do 1-chains, really. Just do 1-chains. That's going to counter most of it. Ooh, all of it, actually. Sure, it still sent 1 block, but... Come on, do 1-chains. It's margin time. You gotta go. You gotta go. Chop chop. Green, you got this. Ooh. Oh. Very nice. That is going to be it. Shizu is now dead. Very lucky. The lag worked in Green's favor there and allowed him to get that chain off, which just ended Shizu. Green could have ended that a lot faster and here, but that's alright, that's alright. As long as you win in the end, right? And here comes a 4 chain from, oh no, Shizu's got a 5. Green's dead. That sends a rock. Well, like I said before, Green may be in a terrible position now, but don't count him out. Remember how that last match turned out? We went all the way to margin time. You could very much, make it back. Shizu has a half-decent chain going there. So if Green doesn't do something quick, oh, no, that's it. Green won't be able to beat this one. Yeah, that's not enough room to get out of that situation, and Shizu relentless with the follow-up, wins that match too. Shizu getting a little bit excited over her victory, celebrating a little bit earlier. Very clean stairs from Green. This could be an all clear. Yep, and we've got it. Shizu is probably dead. Shizu is dead. There is nothing Shizu can do. Oh, 2 points for Green, showing that he isn't as green as his name implies. GR Smash top 10 taunt to get bloody combos. Oh. Very unclean stairs from Green this time. Very unclean. Didn't quite get the perfect pieces, huh? Oh, no. That 2 chain is barely gonna put a dent in Shizu. Shizu's not even gonna eat it. Shizu's just, yeah, that was cute, but you're dead. Green tries to retaliate with a 3 chain, but that is nowhere near enough. And that is it. Green is now green like a plant, because he's a whatever, that joke doesn't work. Props to Green though for hanging in there and doing his best, not giving up when the going got rough, taking 2 points off as a result. It's good stuff from Green. Good stuff. Just keep practicing, and soon you will become not green, but red and bloody. The blood of your enemies, of course, not your own blood. Oh boy, is it strategy of the century time? Oh no, not quite. It's Ephraim versus Shizu now, and then strategy of the century. Losers 6 is top 4, so this isn't top 4 yet. So this is going to be first. No, not 10. 5, not 10. The next one is first to 10. If Shizu wins this, Shizu chance That's hurt. For sending her to losers using rock stacking.
I love you. I love
Hang on, folks, I'll be right back.
I love you.
Thunderstorm!
I love you.
Alright, I am back. I can't really tell what's going on though, but I am back. I'll just wait out this first match. Well, when I said I'll be right back, I meant I will be literally right back.
Thunderstorm!
I love you. 사랑해요.com.
Oh well. Shizu's tournament, right? I gotta follow Tio. I don't know what's going on, but Shizu appears to be dying.
この俺が
実験大成功.
Alright, now I can see what's going on. The best commentary I can give. Probably not very good. Oh, well. It's still Shizu's. Anyways. Shizu has stolen your tournament, now it's hers. And there's nothing you can do about it.
I love you. 사랑해요.
Thunderstorm! Skin Shadow!
Huh. Ephraim looking pretty hot now. Shizu appears to be dead. Yes, that is exactly what Shizu is right now.
俺が
Whose tournament is it? What if I told you it was actually my tournament this time? You will be tricked.
Thunderstorm!
Interesting move by Ephraim there, opting to kill. Okay, well now it's not interesting anymore. Now he just did really bad. I don't know what he intends to do to get himself out of this situation.
I love you.
Here comes a 3-chain, which perfect cancels Shizu's. A lot of perfect cancels here today, huh? Oh, here's a 4-chain? No, that last link doesn't work. Shizu's bigger. And, the struggle continues. Oh goodness, why would you do that? Oh well. It's still gonna hit Shizu pretty hard. And here comes another 2-chain, which is not going to end Shizu's life, because Shizu did that 1-chain, which helped mitigate the damage of it. And now Shizu appears to be unable to ghost. Oh! Almost had it, but Nuisance landed on the X. Oh goodness, what are they doing? Guess the all clear kind of rustled them a little bit. They weren't really sure what to do afterwards. Oh. Shizu's got a decent chain going. Ephraim has already set off his 3-chain. Shizu will retaliate. Perfect cancel, maybe? Oh, I'll send one back. Oh, that looks like a 4-chain. from Ephraim. Ending Shizu right there. Shizu is, well, not enough room to make a comeback. And here comes another 3-chain Ephraim. Very relentless. Looking like this is going to be a quick 5-0. Kind of surprising this late in the game. You'd think you'd be seeing more balanced matches. Very impressive counter setup from Ephraim. Very nice column 1 spam, as you would probably call it. Shusama, the greatest man ever, was ever graced this planet, and if you disagree, then I will have your head. Oh, that is very powerful. Shizu will not be able to beat that, and that's going to be it. Shizu's over. Very quick 3-0. Ephraim already has a follow-up. If he so chooses, and he's going to be a little bit BM and throw it at Shizu, inserting his dominance. Sent twice because they really wanted that this is your tournament. Oh boy. It's top 3 now. Well, whatever. Fortunately, I am actually not the TO, so whatever y'all say goes. I'll just follow along. Oh boy, it's going to be Ephraim, very strong, versus Ratpert. Now, Ephraim was very quickly taken down by Crashdown at the start of the tournament. So he's looking to get his revenge. But first he has to get through Ratpert and strategy at the center. Which I think he can do it. It's only frog stacking. Her attacking with a rather weak napalm. Ephraim very ready for it. Ephraim's just trying to go as fast as he can, and just throw stuff at her. Try to get things done as fast as he can, but you can't be so hasty against frog stacking. Yeah, I think Stride of the Century ought to be banned. Honestly, especially in a tournament like this. In like the Advent League, it doesn't need to be banned because they'll just lose. But in a beginners tournament, in any kind of beginners tournament, frog stacking ought to be banned. Because yeah, I do see some trying to argue, I'm not just placing stuff randomly, and well, that is kind of true. But Pert isn't just placing stuff randomly. That much is true. They are, she is thinking about where she's placing things, trying to, trying to group things together. But in the end, she isn't really aiming for trying to get a clean chain. She just wants to put stuff down and hope it works, really. She has mostly abandoned frog stacking, which I do commend her for. You know, see, this is a drug stacking. She's got a health bar set off, which I don't think she's going to use. She might use it. But she's just gonna, try to just cram stuff everywhere and hope that works. But it didn't really work out. And she just ended up giving Ephraim a bunch of time to extend, which didn't actually help him out that much because he kind of killed his chain. But that's alright because she's taking so long to follow up that he's going to just ruin himself actually. That's another game for Rapper. I don't talk shit about my evil counter. Actually, it's called double counter. See, Rapper's got a considerable column 5-6 cram. I have no idea what they're going for because it looks like they're going for it. Here comes a power 3. Ephraim is leagues. Oh, no, never mind. They are not leagues ready for it. Their transition doesn't quite work. And this should be the end of Rapper for this match. And Rapper is unable to generate anything. Let's see, what's Rapper got? Not much. But something. It is something. Looks like Rapper's just looking for that one blue to throw whatever this is at Ephraim. No. And Ephraim, being good at cheating, very good at cheating actually, is going to just end it right there. Kurt's gonna have to think more, a little bit harder about how she does things, because it is not working out for her. Yeah, Ephraim is very good. If anyone can take down Crashdown, it's definitely gonna be Ephraim. However, Crashdown did end Ephraim in, very early in the tournament. So, we'll see how this turns out. And of course, Ephraim does have to get through Rapper first in this first attempt, which it is not first to 20, or not 20. Of course not. That would take way too long. It is not. A very smart counter harass from Ephraim, saying that he didn't really have much he could do. But he just threw whatever he had at Rapper, trying to get that stuff off his back. And here comes another strong 7 chain from Ephraim, ending Rapper once more, starting to put in quite a bit of a lead. Rapper started off strong. But Ephraim is plowing through her with nothing but sheer force of chaining ability. Rapper trying to cram something that works. Not quite getting anything going. Has like a power, like something, power like 4 or so. But Ephraim's chains cuts, but it's still going to be like a 7 chain. Can you imagine if that didn't cut? That would have been a 10 chain actually. It is first to 10, so yes, your placement is very bad actually. I think the main thing you need to do to improve your game is you just should learn some chaining forms, because you don't really seem to know what you're doing. You're just trying to make things work. So what I would recommend to you, Rapper, is one, don't use frog stacking. That's the first thing. Just never use frog stacking again, and never look back. That's the first thing you need to do. The second thing is, I think you should learn sandwich. You can do a lot of great things with sandwich. It's a very good chaining form. Well, that part says, well, if my placement was that bad, I wouldn't win at all. But that part is currently losing this match. So, that argument doesn't quite work here. And yes, it's true. You have taken out quite a bit of players. You are now in, what is this, losers finals, right? Because you are now in losers finals, which you have gotten thus far. You have mostly beaten other players with just speed and unpredictability. Two things that are very useful, whether or not you are going for frog stacking or not. Yeah, in a tournament like this, you can win with frog stacking, definitely. Ephraim and Crashdown are going to prevent that from happening. But at a level like this, yeah, you'll definitely take people with sheer force, speed, and unpredictability. But just because you're not playing well now, just because you're using I hate to say this, but you're using a new strategy, that doesn't mean you can't still do good. You know? Obviously. Well, I'd like to continue to explain this to Appert so that she understands the problems, but that'd just be a waste of time. I should be commentating. If she wants to learn more about how to play Puyo properly, she can ask me on the Discord, and I'll be glad to help. Until then, we are watching this Puyo Tetris tournament. Oh, actually, it's not Puyo Tetris, it's Puyo Versus. My bad. And I would also like to tell Pyro Jade to not engage in this conversation in the middle of the tournament. I'm just going to ignore anything she says at this point. Try to commentate fairly and unbiased. Rathert has absolutely nothing. She does not have much going. She has a 2-chain. And Ephraim has quite something, but she needs to sort out his transition. If Rathert strikes now, she might be able to take it over him. Ephraim hasn't quite figured out his transition, so it looks like Ratford's going to be able to take this out. Yep. Oh, that is impressive. I don't know if she planned that 6 chain or not, but either or, there is nothing Ephraim can do at this point in time. But 4-7, that hurts. Not in the lead. Ephraim is in the lead, but that doesn't mean you should count out strategy of the century just yet. It is, of course, strategy of the century. So she, she's got a shot at this. Don't count her out. That's all I'm trying to say. Alright, here we are. Next match. Yeah, strategy of the century. It's the best. What more can I say? Ephraim's got a very nice chain going. Looks like he's having a little bit of trouble with the tail, but he's going to just throw it at Rapper, and she's hard-pressed to make a comeback, but the stars didn't align for her today, so that's going to be 8 points for Ephraim. We have some nice people making up in the Puyo versus chat. That's always fun to see. I like it when people are happy. I also like it when people try their best, which is what I want to see from both players. Ephraim is very nice chaining and Hurt strategy of the century. Yeah, somebody ought to fix that commentation. The commentator box, that has the wrong name. That is not the name of the commentator. They have gotten it wrong. So I hope the stream fixes that.
I love you.
You. What have we got? Rapper's got a power 3, but Ephraim's got way more power than just a power 3. 9 points for Ephraim. That sends a star. Rapper doesn't have anything to fight that. Alright, what have we got here? Rapper, staying away from strategy of the century, trying to build something of her own ability, and unfortunately, it's not really working out. She's got something going, but it's not very strong. Ephraim needs a red, which he did get, and it looks like that is going to be it. And yeah, nice knowing you, Rapper. You got very far. You got to losers finals. Good job. But you aren't going to make it to grand finals. That will be Ephraim, who did an even better job. Alright, well, it's grand finals. Crashdown versus Ephraim. Revenge match. And, well, this should be interesting. Will this be a repeat of the swift victory that Crashdown had over Ephraim at the beginning, or will Ephraim be able to bracket reset and then bring it back all the way 20 points victory over Crashdown? They have both been known to show very good chaining ability, just raw chaining ability. So, well, we'll see what happens. I'm not very good at bringing the hype, sorry, but the WWE style, man, I haven't watched WWE. How long has it been? Like 15 years or something. It's been that long. How do they even do introductions? There's like smoke and background music. So, Pirate J, can you just put like some smoke on the stream? Just a nice little smoke effect. And then play John Cena's theme. That should get the hype going. Alright. In the right corner, it's Ash down. Corner, it's Ephraim. Oh wait, my bad. It's not Crash Down. It's John Cena. And the match has started. Ephraim got his transition out very nicely, very quickly. Crashed down a little bit slower, not too far behind. Could be anyone's game at this point. Oh boy, somebody's messaging on Discord. That's gonna kind of ruin my commenting ability. And they both set it off. Ephraim's was bigger, so Crashdown died. Crashdown's got a very tall transition. It's gonna need a little bit of work to reach it, and made a bit of a misjudgment in his placement there, limiting his chaining ability quite some. So now his tail doesn't work. Does he know his tail doesn't work? Is he going to rush Ephraim? But Ephraim's tail does not work either. I think Crashdown's is bigger. It looks like it's going to be a point for... Oh! But it was only stronger by 3 blocks. Very even match. Crashdown's got a funny-looking sandwich chain, which barely works. He's going to throw it at Ephraim, but Ephraim's bigger, I'm pretty sure. So this is going to be another point for Ephraim. Yep. Looks like this is going to be a very different match than what we saw at the beginning. Oh well, things happen, Shizu. Yeah, this is a very different map from earlier. Ephraim's going really strong, taking points left and right from Crashdown. Will he be able to stop Ephraim's reign of terror, or is he going to just crash down? Crashdown not aware of the L-shaped tail. Yeah, I've been doing it the whole time, the whole time. I'm not gonna stop. As long as his name is Crashdown, it's gonna keep going. I think, oh no, this is gonna be Crashdown's first point. Ephraim's not down for the count quite yet, but he is in quite a tight spot. It's gonna be a little bit rough for him to get out of this. But he should be able to do it, right? Well, we'll see. Stay tuned. That 4-chain, that's too much for Ephraim to handle. Oh, sorry, I wasn't looking. But, Crashdown's dead. Give me a bit. So of course, the hypest on Grand Finals, absolutely. That's what you all came here to see. No commentation Grand Finals, right? But no worries, I am back. And while I was away, it looks like Crashdown bringing it back. Looks like Ephraim's not looking so as strong as he was before. All clear start. Both of them get rid of it very quickly. All clear start is very dangerous, just in general. Good transition from Ephraim. Crashdown doing bad GTR and just fishing those reds. And Crashdown is basically screwed. There are a lot of things he can do to get himself out of this situation, like that. But no, he fixed it. He's good. He's good. Oh no, Ephraim killed himself. Probably forgot that kills him. There was a much better thing he could have done in that situation that he didn't do. But, well, can't all be perfect, right? Quick 2-chain from Crashdown. And Ephraim is just going to eat it. He's like, wow, that was absolutely delicious. And then he's going to retaliate with his own 2-chain. And Crashdown's also going to eat it, like, thanks for the meal. And they both pretty much do not even care that they've been harassed. Now Ephraim's putting on the real pressure with that 3-chain, and Crashdown looks like he just gave up. See, Ephraim's got a cut. No, not Ephraim. Crashdown's got a cut. Ephraim's got full chain. And, well, Crashdown's gonna be dead. Quite simply. But Crashdown is just dead. And 8 points on Ephraim's side. This could very well be a bracket reset. That's definitely what this looks like it's gonna be. But, you know, wouldn't count out Crashdown yet, but I would definitely like to see this go to a bracket reset, at least, you know. Show that both players are full of determination. And we'll see, you know, we'll just see who has the stronger will and the stronger skill. Ephraim's looking like he's got a very strong chain going right now. Crashdown's struggling to get a second floor going. Ephraim is struggling with the second transition, actually. Crashdown probably just looking to just set it off and just end it. Ephraim was looking really clean before, but now he's really struggling to get something going here. He really needs to extend, but he does not extend, and instead his chain cuts. Yeah, he's not going to be able to beat Mood with a 6-chain. And match point for Ephraim, I believe. Oh wait. No, my bad. That was Crashdown. Sorry. Ephraim didn't have anything. Now it's going to be match point as soon as Ephraim gets the kill off, of course. You know, he does actually have to finish off Crashdown first. They are both very skilled players, so a couple, 5 lines of garbage isn't quite decisive at this level. And that should be the end of Crashdown's point, I guess. And here we go. Match point for Ephraim. Bracket reset coming right up, but Crashdown, I don't think he's going to give it to him that easily. Right? Ephraim has got a nice tail. Well, this transition, he should probably put some effort into. He's also got a nice harassment lineup that he's saving for now. Actually, I think that harassment works as a tail too. And he uses front his transition as a harassment, and he is going to obliterate Crashdown. Alright, bracket reset. It's a nice play. Crashdown is done. Oh no, I don't think he's done quite yet. It's bracket reset. So now we gotta quit this match and rejoin. So restart the counter. Time for more smoke. Yes, whatever that means. Oh, Sigma's here now. Sigma's a little bit late. Because the tournament started at 12, I believe. I was under the impression that the tournament was going to start at 1 or 2, but it started at 12. So that might have thrown off some people as well, or maybe that was just me. Yeah. Oh, Ephraim. Do your best. You two crash down. I don't want to see either of you playing bad. I want to see you both at your best. I want to see an exciting grand final that not only are the spectators going to love, but you two are going to have fun doing it. Because that's what I want to see. I want to see everyone just having a good time. Crashdown is going to crash down with a quick 2-chain harass. That's going to hit Ephraim kind of hard. Crashdown's got a ridiculous column 1. I don't think that tail works at all. Oh, no, it doesn't work because he doesn't have any yellows. Alright. But, they're both struggling. Oh, Ephraim's got a Hellfire, which should overpower Crashdown's. Not by much. It's not too strong. Ephraim wasted like a couple frames there by splitting that pair. And here you go. Here comes a 4-chain from Ephraim and a retaliatory 3-chain from Crashdown. If you know math, 3 is greater than 4, so Crashdown's really feeling it now. I can't see everything. I could make heads nor tails of most of what Ratpert was doing. Then again, I don't think she knew what she was doing either, so... Ephraim can dig this. I don't think he's going to be able to. Yes, that is the best option in that situation. That Hellfire is going to put quite a damper on Crashdown. They're both in kind of rough spots right now. Oh, Crashdown's dead. Yeah. Yep. Good transition from Ephraim. Alright, transition from Crash Down. Ephraim's gonna need a couple blues to finish his transition, which he did get, like, just now. Crash Down's pretty behind, actually. This is looking like a point for Ephraim. But Ephraim fires first. But Crash Down also fires. Yeah, this is going to be a point for Ephraim. So, what does Crash Down have? A 7 chain? Alright, Reds. Coming in. At the start of the match. Ephraim was unable to really efficiently use them, so he just threw up one chain and had Crash Down, which didn't really do anything except waste some Puyos, put him a little bit behind. But Ephraim's kind of fast, so he might be able to make this up. Just with sheer force of speed. It's my take on Solid GTR. I use Solid GTR a lot, actually. I think if you've read my thread on the GTR variants, then you'll know that I think it's a good option for when you're trying to do GTR, but you don't quite get the right color for it. It's a very good alternative GTR. When it comes to building an extension, it is a little bit easier. Sometimes if you have two spots to continue your chain onto instead of one. And I think GTR is, in general, better, yes, than Solid GTR. Solid GTR can be a little bit tricky to get the transition to work properly sometimes. But it is a very solid alternative to GTR, depending on what colors you get. And like I said before, I do use it quite a lot. And I never intentionally go for it. I go for my transition is gonna be like GTR or something. So I just go for GTR, and the game's like, no GTR for you. Well, okay, I'll just do Solid GTR. And then the game's just like, alright, fine, you do that. Not much I can do about that. So Ephraim is once again in the lead. He's got a tricky transition there. Looks like he's trying not to ruin it. Except he just did, so I don't know what he's gonna do. He's gonna throw it at Crash Down. Crash Down was ready, but instead of just retaliating, instead of seeing that Ephraim only had a 3-chain and basically nothing else, he just ate it because he was probably just expecting the full chain. So he just eats it and dies. We have some cheers for Ephraim in the stream chat. Somebody round that out and cheer for Crash Down, please. Ephraim's got a very nice chain going. Crash Down's also got a very nice chain going. This looks like this could be point for Crash Down. Barely? Oh no, Crash Down's is a little bit weaker. I think Crash Down's is longer too. Bit of a shame. Don't you hate it when you chain longer, but it's still weaker? Pretty sure. Oh no, you couldn't have gone for sandwich because the Reds would have cut. I was just looking at Ephraim's board, and his tail. He was having a little bit of struggle getting his tail to work properly, because he had a color conflict with his Reds and his other Reds, which were also Reds. And Crash Down is going to set off his entire chain, which cuts, and is going to just barely lose to Ephraim. Oh no, it's going to be a little bit stronger actually. So he barely beats out Ephraim's chain. Now he's in a good position. He's gonna keep the pressure on with another 3 chain. Let's see, Ephraim trying to 1-chain himself out of this mess. Crashdown out for blood. He was going to set off his entire chain, recognizing that he doesn't really have time to finish his little transition there. And he's going to take out Ephraim for this point. Good stuff, good stuff. Sorry that I make so much noise in the background. Crashdown's in a bit of a rough spot here. His transition doesn't work. He's gonna sacrifice it to get this chain off his back. And now Ephraim's put in a bit of a tough spot. But this isn't something he can't dig. He can dig this pretty easily, I'd say. So he's just gonna go and do that. Oh. A little napalm there. Just gonna cancel out most of his incoming garbage and also his chain potential, or damage potential. But that's alright, because a nice little sandwich here. Ephraim is going to kill himself. Alright, well that's basically what he did. 3-5. Not close, but not far. Crashdown's still way in this. Ephraim's furious. He's just absolutely going ham. Crashdown's trying to keep up and doing not a bad job of it. So we'll see how this goes. I think they both have a very good shot at this. Ephraim, of course, having reset the bracket already, and Crashdown, who has defeated, was the one who sent Ephraim to losers in the first place. So they are definitely very evenly matched. Crashdown, thirsty for his trigger. Little does he know his chain cuts. However, Ephraim was not ready in the slightest for that. So here we are, 5-4, very even now. And they're both just going to struggle to, just take this point. They both got a lot of column 1 cram, making it dangerous for either one to try to harass right now. Ephraim's really just doing a basic stairs and, not stairs, sandwich and GTR. Crashdown has stairs. He's got 2-2 stairs. Ephraim's chain works. He doesn't know that, so he's just gonna break off a bit of it and throw it at Crash. And he is now going to try to obliterate him with his entire chain. Crashdown, I believe his entire chain works also. So he's going to not try to use those yellows to extend by 1, which would have been very good for him. And he's just going to... that cuts, but that will, yes, very barely be Ephraim sending an entire rock over, which is not something you want to be eating, especially if you don't have a counter. Ephraim feeling the heat. Looks like he's going to be taken out. Oh, not quite. They are both very close. This could be anyone's game, really. Yep, that's going to be it. Ephraim might have been able to get out of that situation. he was a little bit faster. And now it is even 5-5. This is possibly the most even match we could have ever seen. So, very nice. And I hope to continue to see the best from the both of them. Ephraim, his tail does not really work. Crashdown's tails works. It's not complete, but it does work. And he's going to continue to extend it, I believe. And right now they're just, oh, his tail doesn't work. Or does it? No, it doesn't work. His greens don't connect. His yellows and blues connect, but his greens don't work. So Ephraim's is going to be longer, I believe. Crashdown didn't quite put in the work to make his tail. But it was not much longer. But what we've seen how the matches have turned out when one person has some garbage and the other has a mostly clean board. So Crashdown's going to try to dig himself out of this, of course. And Ephraim is going to try to not let him do that, or he's just going to kill him outright in the head. 6-5, of course. Can't exactly both get a point at the same time, but this hasn't exactly been a back and forth. So maybe what we'll see is Ephraim will get a little bit of a lead, and then Crashdown will catch right up and crash down on his parade. They both got very nice trains going. Ephraim's looks like it's a little bit longer. Maybe like an 8-chain, or 9-chain actually. Crashdown looks like he's got like an 8-chain. Yeah, let's see what happens. Ephraim has a 9-chain, and Crashdown has a cut, so he's going to die. I think it was still going to be shorter anyways, though. 7-5. Ephraim gaining his lead again, showing that even though he lost early, early knocked into losers, showing that he isn't quite the pushover you might think he is, just because he went into losers early. And here he goes with the full chain, Crashdown. Not very. He was ready for it. My bad. But I think. They both got a very nice chain. It's going to be very close. Crashdown's is definitely longer. Yep. And Crashdown once again showing that they are very both evenly matched players. And of course, GTR is king. That is their transition of choice. The same thing they've been going for basically every match. Crashdown's tail isn't very good, but he should be able to make it work though. Ephraim, what's Ephraim got? Ephraim, I don't think he has a tail at all, actually. Oh dear, oh boy. That's gonna be a point for Crashdown. Cuts very early. And Crashdown, an 8-chain. Yeah. Ephraim's out. Out for the count. And, exactly as I predicted, huh? Ephraim got a little bit of a lead, and then Crashdown immediately caught up. Lucky, yes, I suppose. Ephraim's got a pretty good tail. Crashdown has not much of a tail. He can work with it. His head's pretty far. I think Ephraim's a little bit ahead. They're both just doing pretty good. They're both going to throw it at each other. I think Ephraim's is going to be a little bit longer this time around. Crashdown's got a 7. Ephraim's got 9. So yeah, Ephraim definitely Oh, not a 9, a 10. That's even better than a 9. Yeah, he's in it to win it. They're both just building. A little bit slow. Crashdown is quite behind, honestly. He's only going to have to struggle a little bit to get this to work, but he's gonna harass Ephraim. Gonna make him work for it. There are no freebies. Ephraim's tail does not work. His greens will cut, but I don't think that's going to matter. I think he's gonna still end up cheating. Oh! He's gonna tail it up there, huh? Very impressive. I didn't see that. He probably could have extended it a little bit more. It's just a couple of right placements, and now it's a match point for Ephraim. They a little bit too far back. Is now a match point for Ephraim. Ephraim he's looking really strong. He's got that GTR. Crashdown does not see it, of course. He's just going to keep building. That would be an excellent time for Crashdown to harass Ephraim, as Ephraim does not have a trip. Now he's got something going, but it still doesn't have anything. But instead of Crashdown harassing, Ephraim is going to be the one putting on the pressure. Oh, and that is quite a bit of pressure he's put on. Ephraim still does not have a transition. Oh, now he's heading off his entire thing, but I think Crashdown's got this done. So this is going to be a point for Crashdown. Ephraim making the mistake of not having a transition the entire time really put him in a bad position. He had to harass to get something going, but he made the terrible mistake of rushing Crashdown, just assuming that he had him buried. You know. Crashdown, his GTR is covered, but that doesn't matter because he is using Weekend GTR, meaning he can still break it from the greens. But instead of just going with it, he is going to just break it off and throw it at him. And Ephraim, for some reason wasting some perfectly good greens, is going to eat it and die. Yep, dead. And now it is match point for both players. That's something, well, I can't say I expected it, but then again, I can't say I didn't expect it either. So this is going to be exciting. There is no backing out now. There is no way that we are not going to be seeing a victor after this match. And they are just doing their best. Very excited. Oh, it looks like Crashdown's going to take it. Yep. Ephraim was not ready. His transition was not complete, and Crashdown barely takes it over Ephraim after Ephraim showing how strong he was, getting the bracket reset. But there you go. Good job. Props to both players, and congratulations, Crashdown, for taking it over Ephraim, who got second place. And I don't know how the placings work for any of the others. So that's second place is Ephraim and Crashdown. Good job. Props to both players. You did well. Alright. Well, I hope everyone enjoyed my terrible commentary. Unfortunately, nobody better was available to do the commentary, so I just kind of snuck in. The outro, well, that was my entire outro, actually. So you have like a script for me to read. That's it. That's it for me. Uh-huh. Yeah, great games for everyone. I guess the stream's over. Thanks to everyone for participating. Thanks to the people who played, and thanks to the and yeah, I am glad that the people who had fun had fun. You know, thank me. I didn't really, all I do was be like, oh, boom, Tetris for Jeff. No, all right, well, that's it. Bye.